This demo of LunaSage is for people who already understand business systems and business operations. We're just going to dive right in. So LunaSage allows you to define out your company and define out the systems that your company is using. For this company, we've got CRM and the Sales Cloud. This is a Salesforce powerhouse on the marketing automation side, also Salesforce. For support, Service Cloud, also Salesforce. And then they're using Jira for project management. Right on the chat screen, we've got a getting started guide, just hits you hard with some quick start examples that you can click and drop directly into the chat. But we're going to ask something a little more in depth. We're going to say we just acquired a new company. They use HubSpot for their marketing and sales, and we need to evaluate the integration versus migration. I'll start this chat off. You'll see things start getting populated here. Good questions for you to ask, things that a solution architect would ask. And then I'll pause while this loads the rest of the way. All right. So you can see we've got integration versus migration. It hits us with some high level information, but it also asks if we'd like to create a convincing business case, and we will. Please create a business case for. We'll let this start off and then we'll pause it again. All right, it's finished loading. You can see we've got our business case that we can send up to the execs. I'll go ahead and copy this and put it in a doc so we can hit copy and go to our business case tab, paste from Markdown, and close these tabs. And you can see all the information that it put in here with the core information at the very top of the executive summary that we want to provide to our execs. Now, this is just the starting point, right? We can always go in here and update this as needed. And now we'll go through and actually create the project plan based off of this chat. So we click this create project plan button. It's doing this in the background. You'll see this like creating, and then it'll pop us over to it once it has finished creating that project plan. I'll pause for now. All right, it has created the project plan. We'll copy this markdown since it's easier to see in Google Docs, and we'll jump over to the project plan and paste from Markdown, close this out. You'll see that we've got our business case right at the top. That's that exact summary. And then we actually start breaking down the project in general. So migrate ABC Inc.'s sales and marketing operations. We've got our scope, in, scope, and out. Some assumptions and constraints, the stakeholders that are here. We can edit this and adjust as needed. The systems involved, high-level timeline, risk and mitigations, all your normal project plan things. Now, if we hop back over to LunaSage, we have create technical plan. That'll include the chat history as well as this project plan. We'll go ahead and click that. Once again, I'll pause while we wait for that to finish up. Now you can see we've got go to technical plan. Let's jump right over there. We'll go ahead and copy this out once again because it's easier to read in Google Docs. Drop it in here. And we'll minimize this. Now this is going to be a little longer because it is a technical plan. But you can see we've got our solution architecture. We've got Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, custom objects. If we want to incorporate any portfolio companies, acquisition metrics, etc. The tech specs, the data model, key field, and HubSpot mapping. So we've got our kind of the standardy stuff, right? We've got account name, company name, the account type, company type, portfolio company as a custom property. Then we'll continue down our merry way. We've got people assigned to it. It's just populating some people there. And then the actual deployment plan, and any risks, technical mitigations, API limits, etc. So this kicks off the start, right? Like this document can always be edited, can always be expanded upon as needed, but this would have taken weeks for me to put together internally, not to mention if I was a consultant. LunaSage acts as your solution architect, your business systems architect, and it does so in a way that is way more cost effective than a $200,000 salary or a $350 an hour consultant fee. You can take this, you can update it as needed. You can edit it directly in LunaSage, right? If you want to edit this project plan, you can just hop in here. It's markdown formatting. So you just maintain that formatting, and then you can pass this along. Maybe you want to take out the CFO, COO, and just have it like IT director, Salesforce admin, etc. Then you can save that as needed. You'll save it back to the database. Yeah, so that's LunaSage without any of the fluff, really, the nuts and bolts of it, seeing it live. Um, Saves you money, gives you a solution architect in your pocket.